Infection. A short story.
Closing your eyes for the night, you suppress a whimper of fear. For you know that you are infected, and that the only way for it to truly take over was for you to let go and go to sleep. You had been avoiding sleep for so long now that you had lost track of how many days it had been. 2, 3, 4, 5, they all seemed to blur together into one semi-conscious living hell at this point. You would be sitting in class or at your desk at home, struggling to keep your eyes open only for them to fall shut once more. Every time you would allow your eyes to accidentally slip close, you'd maybe get 20 to 30 minutes of rest before you would start to hear dark, twisted, and gruesome sounds fill your head. Just as the disgruntled, ominous sounds would turn into voices and almost take you over, you would jolt awake in a frenzied panic, narrowly avoiding being corrupted. And after so long of fighting, day in and day out, you knew that you had been fighting for too long, and it was time to let your body succumb to its saddening fate. Others around you who had already been infected told you you had nothing to fear, that it wasn't so horrible and you can learn how to live with it. But you really knew what they were saying. It's impossible to escape, so just accept it. All of your friends told you that they would help you through anything, and that you didn't have to go through this alone. But every night, as you fought off the horrible self-destroying sounds that would fill your head, you knew that they truly wouldn't help you if they knew what you were hearing. Maybe they would, but the fear of them leaving forced you to hide away from the filling darkness in order to not hurt them as well. The other night, as you sat tired and broken at your desk, working on your school assignments, having nothing else to do except avoid the sleep that kept calling out to you, you started to wonder, how did this even happen? Anyone else could have had this happen to them, but for some reason the world decided that you would be infected. Of course, you wouldn't wish this on anyone else, but you couldn't help but be angry at the fact that it was you who was suffering. Whether that was selfish of you or not, you couldn't bring yourself to care at this point. So now, on this 5th or 6th night that you forced yourself to stay awake, you decided that you couldn't keep avoiding it. That even though your fear and anger overwhelmed you to the point that it was almost all you could feel, you knew that this was inevitable. That the only way you could truly begin to fight these horrifying and devilish deceptive voices that overwhelmed your mind was to face them head on. It felt weird that the only way you could truly end this pain was to allow yourself to feel it. But here you are, crying quietly to yourself, shaking in pain as you feel yourself start to fall asleep and the sounds of anguish start to enter your mind. Saying a silent prayer to the God that your parents have been begging to every night to help you. You let the nightmares begin. Hello everybody out there who might be watching this video, even though I don't quite understand why you are. If you can't tell, but I hope you can tell, I got a new mic, which means I'm going to be creating probably more videos at a higher quality for all of you because I feel more confident in my ability to do so. So look forward to that if any of you watch my videos. I don't know who does, but if you do, that makes me really happy, so thank you. Sorry for the really creepy video that I made today. I don't know what came out of me. It just happened.